So, aim practice is what is really going to get you, like, the good results. Like, without aim practice, you're nothing. I never really did aim practice, and once I started to, it really made me realize how shit I was, but once you get used to it, you know, and you do it every day, it can really easily just improve your aim so much. So, in another document that I'll just kind of send to you, there's this website which gives you 50 days of training. You can kind of just interpolate it so that you can do this every single day for a year. But it's really helpful. It helped out my aim, and I've only done it for like 3 days. I played this map many more times though. So one of the basic settings that you want to do, like for this specifically, I'm gonna do classic fast aiming, 16R. Don't modify any of this stuff. For this, I will turn this to 999. Delay will be 0.5, and then if you can handle it, you can do 0.5 static target duration. None of this needs to be modified. If you can't do it, 0.75 is okay too. So the point of this is to just get nice and comfortable, right? Like if you're just starting out, I would say you should go to level 1, which is the closest one. So the point of this is to just get your flick so you can, and you just try to take down the targets and shoot them as well. So the point of this is that you improve your game, which will help you out as well. Just with everything. I mean, flicking is so vital to absolutely everything. You know, without flicking, you can't really play Counter-Strike. You're just not capable of playing Counter-Strike if you try not to flick. So, some things to keep in mind here are that, you know, you might realize your sense is too high or too low, and that's okay. You can adjust your sensitivity whenever you want to. Just keep in mind that, you know, if you're feeling inconsistent, don't change your sense. Unless it's, like, really bad, you can't track people, or something like that, something really fundamental. Because if, like, you don't really have an issue with that, because unless you really have an issue with your aim, and, like, your sensitivity, like, if your sensitivity is 1 at 1000, that's pretty high. It depends on, like, your hand position and stuff, but that's pretty high if you're aiming with your arm. Like, and also, to decide if you're aiming with your wrist or your arm, just put your hand on the table and see where your arm is. Like, if your arm is completely on the desk, then you're probably an arm aimer. If it's, like, halfway or 3/4, like, it's not exact, then you're probably a hybrid. And then, if you're really only using your wrist, and your hand might not even be on the table, then you're probably wrist aimer, which means that your hand is probably less than half on the table. Doesn't really matter, but it will help decide your sensitivity. A lot of wrist aimers like to use higher senses. Hybrid might use in between or lower, and then finally arm aimers, kind of just Nico guys, really, honestly. They use like 1 at 800 and stuff like that. For reference, I use 1 at 600, which is perfect for me, but you'll need to find your own sensitivity. Like, this might be too low for you because you might not be able to flick as hard, but it works for me. So in this map, all you need to do is just try your best to hit the targets. Try not to modify any of the settings, and I would recommend that you play this map every single day for at least 20 minutes. It will help you out a lot, and it will also help you out with pre-firing. Like, for example, pretend this is Dust 2. This is the barrel in Dust 2 on platform, and this is a big box, right? So when I'm peeking out onto that, I can just easily go from this to this because I have the experience to know that I can just flick from here to here. And like if someone peeks out, I'm just he's dead. So that's why this is really important. It will also help you out a lot with your off aim.